taking you back, what was it like being part of that standout celebration lineup in 2022?
You know, it was so fantastic being backstage with Lily, these icons, Lily Tomlin, Marsha Warfield,
yes, you are.
Eddie Izzard.
What do you think the comedy world can
You know,
continue to do?
I came out in 1996 on stage. These people were such influences and icons.
How do you think the comedy world
And they couldn't be out. You know, they couldn't be out. And here we are, we're all this amazing group of talent sitting backstage celebrating our authentic selves. And loud and proud, I mean, stand out. That, it's been such a struggle, and it continues to be a struggle, that it was,
really does make crowds
it was
depending on what you think
magic.
crowd.
It was really magic.
But
Well, unless you're authentic, I'm so sorry. Unless you're authentically you can't really be a great comic. Great comedy is based in truth. And
if that's something that you like.
Representation is everything. I mean, I think every gay person knows that. To be able to
which is obviously so much easier.
use comedy,
And by the way,
not only, I mean, we use it as a way to make ourselves feel better, as a salve, but to use it as a weapon, and to use it wisely as a weapon, to change people's minds, to open people's minds, to tell them, hey, you love me because I'm making you laugh.
about it.
And you know what? I'm gay.
You don't have to go to LA.
And whether or not you're aware, you know and love a gay person. And
doable for everybody.
we're just like you. Well, we're not. We're much better. But you know, that is the power of comedy. Is to a great comics will make you laugh and make you think. And
If you could choose
This guy behind you.
having someone, I mean, I've had many people write to me. I was a kid and I saw you on Comedy Central talking about your family, and I thought, wow, who's this lesbian woman? Like, she can have a family. And I mean, now I hear these stories, and it's so, it makes me feel so,
Shit, he's not out.
so amazing, you know? But
Let me think. That's a good question.
to walk in a club right now,
They're having a roast.
when I knew what it was like when I came out on stage and I was in the straight clubs and I could feel the audience, you know,
Wow,
shift, and I'm like,
I think I'm gonna
wait,
go with
I'm still the same person you liked, you know, you came
right,
to
why
this show.
not? Judy,
But for me to go to a club now and see these comics get on stage, I'm gay, I'm queer, I'm non-binary, I'm trans, nothing. It's the most liberating thing, and yet I want them to know the history. I want them to know it wasn't that easy.
Which, of course, this documentary shows people.
Yeah.
There's some footage from the 80s of homophobic jokes, right at the height of the HIV/AIDS crisis. And today there's a lot of, several high-profile comedians punching down on trans people when there's a wave of violence and anti-trans rhetoric. And, you know, what are your thoughts on comedians that choose to do that?
You know, it's so funny because you bring that up, and I think back how many times I schooled comedians in, no, you're not, you know, do you realize what you're saying? And yet it was acceptable. And I had to follow that. To imagine following that shit on stage. And here we are. We have a new victim. We have another type of person who's going to make you feel better about yourself. And you're going to criticize them. And, you know, that is why it's so important for trans comedians to be out and proud and making people laugh. But it's disgusting. It's disgusting. You can make a trans joke, just make it funny. It's got to be funny and smart. Sorry. I mean, I make fun of everyone in my act. But there's this thing called, I guess it's, what do we call caustic vulnerability. And that is something a comic needs to have. And stop it. There's so much to talk about. You don't have to take a marginalized group of people and make their lives unsafe. It's ridiculous.